Welcome to today's Decay. Celebrating births and beginnings and everything important since the dawn of time. February 2nd edition. I heard there's a frigid weather condition going on in New York City, so I thought maybe this one shouldn't be a rerun, but rather live from some tropical location. Undisclosed tropical location. Quite lovely, I must say. February 2nd, what happened today? 1878, Maurice Tourneur was born, who was a French filmmaker who was very inspired by Grand Guignol live theater, where they tortured people on stage, and it was a whole live S&M dynamic between the audience and the performers and the playwrights and everything. And a lot of his early movies were filmed adaptations of the Grand Guignol that he watched as a child in France. He started making Grand Guignol adaptations as well as Edgar Allan Poe type things. And a lot of them are lost, but the case of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather, Wax Faces, I think, then winds up coming to New York, America, where he makes a movie called Victory, which is so good. 1919, with Lon Chaney Sr. in a supporting role, where the main characters, the whole thing's written by Joseph Conrad, who made the Apocalypse Now story. Anyway, so Victory is post-World War I, and the main character realizes that humanity is just garbage, and all he needs to do is wander off to a desert island by himself, because you get more than one person in a room together and you eventually wind up hating and fighting and killing each other, and he just wants to be left alone. And so his definition of victory is solitude. Yeah, Maurice Tourneur did plenty more than that, but that's a really good one, and I thought fitting, because look, here we are, ta-da-da, solitude, or close enough. They're to it. What else did he do? The first ever Mad Wax Museum movie, While Paris Sleeps, also Lon Chaney Sr. Last of the Mohicans, which is a fantastic movie. His early things are very much film noir-ish. They're way before their time, early to mid-20s. What else did he do? The Bluebird, almost psychedelic type stuff of a dream-like quality, I suppose. He kept pushing boundaries in his own way, and wanted nothing to do with the Hollywood studio cast system, which was very much in place. And so by 28, 29, I'm out of here, and went back to France, where he made films I'm skipping ahead, I guess, but he eventually made The Devil's Hand, aka Carnival of Sinners, in the early 40s. Under Vichy French, which is crazy that he's able to do this, but it's almost like a Carnival of Souls type story, a la Twilight Zone 2. This is if you have not seen The Devil's Hand, watch The Devil's Hand. It's a monkey's paw story, but that much more creepy. Yeah, super duper creepy. Maurice Tourneur, excellent. And a good deal of what he did was then kind of borrowed or used by his son, Jacques Tourneur, in films he made like Curse the Demon, and all the stuff he did with Val Lewton as well. But really, his father was probably his number one influence. 10:25 today. Lost World premiered, starring Wallace Beery, as created by Willis O'Brien, and Arthur Conan Doyle did the source material, of course. And again, jungle thrills and mysteries of the unknown and what's out there beyond beyond the civilized world. Great stuff. Obviously, it becomes King Kong becomes Willis O'Brien's biggest deal, but Lost World sets the stage for King Kong. That's about it. February 2nd. Make sure to bundle up and be careful on stairs and platforms, because they could be slippery if you're in New York.